All right, let's jump right in. Imagine a story so incredibly powerful that it has literally shaped the moral compass of millions of people for thousands of years. Today, in this explainer, we're unpacking the Ramayana, a monumental text composed by the revered sage Valmiki. Whether you're already deeply familiar with the sweeping narratives of ancient India, or you're coming to this completely fresh, we're going to explore a cinematic, historically inspired journey straight into the very heart of human nature. Originally, this was etched onto delicate palm leaf manuscripts. But this ancient text is far from just some static, dusty piece of history. It's a vibrant, breathing guide to living. It's essentially a manual for truth, duty, and compassion. The Ramayana doesn't just tell us what happened way back when in a distant kingdom, it actively invites us to reflect on how we are living our own lives, right now, today. So the anchor for this entire epic, the whole shebang, rests on a single, deeply profound concept: Dharma. Dharma is righteousness, it's duty, and it's truth. It is the moral law that governs our individual conduct and our ultimate pursuit of goodness. In the Ramayana, Dharma is the absolute foundation for literally every choice our characters are about to make. When they're faced with just impossible situations, they don't ask, well, what's easiest? No, they ask, what is my Dharma? Okay, let's start with section 1. The ideal prince, Rama of Ayodhya. We find ourselves in the magnificent kingdom of Ayodhya, where Prince Rama is living in a golden age of peace alongside his beloved wife, Sita, and his fiercely devoted brother, Lakshmana. But listen, what makes him the ideal prince isn't his wealth or his status. It's his absolute armor of character, humility, courage, honesty, and this unwavering commitment to Dharma. Rama's education under wise sages didn't just teach him how to be a ruler, it taught him how to be a profoundly good human being. And as we're about to see, that armor, it's going to be tested to its absolute limits. Moving on to section 2, the 14-year exile, duty over ambition. Talk about a massive plot twist, right? Just as Rama is about to step up into his role as the future king, everything flips. On day 1, a decades-old promise made by his father is suddenly called in, which effectively strips Rama of his crown. But instead of starting a rebellion or fighting for his rights, Rama instantly accepts a 14-year exile, just to honor his father's word. By day 2, we witness this incredibly emotional farewell as he leaves the wealthy streets of Ayodhya. And accompanied by Sita and Lakshmana, who absolutely refuse to let him go alone, he journeys into the peaceful yet heavily perilous forests. You see, Rama's exile perfectly defines who he is. Rather than fighting for his rightful throne, he just steps away. He proves that maintaining your integrity and fulfilling your duty is infinitely greater than any personal ambition. I mean, think about it. In a modern world that is constantly pushing us to grab as much power as we possibly can, Rama's choice to just walk into the forest is a stunning subversion of what we typically expect from a leader. Which brings us to section 3, devotion in the darkest hour, Sita's abduction. So the quiet, reflective peace of the forest is violently shattered when this mysterious golden deer lures Rama away. In his absence, the demon king, Ravana, deceives and abducts Sita. It's a devastating moment, truly. But even in the middle of this awful tragedy, we see immense heroism. Take the noble bird Jatayu, who literally gives his life for Dharma in a brave, sacrificial attempt to stop Ravana. And this ultimately sparks an incredible rescue mission, led by Hanuman, who makes a miraculous leap across the ocean, all the way to the kingdom of Lanka to find Sita. Now, if Rama represents the ideal leader, Hanuman perfectly embodies the monumental strength of loyal friendship. Despite having this immense physical power, like the guy can literally leap across oceans, he operates with total humility and selfless service. Hanuman doesn't help Rama because he wants a reward, he does it out of pure, righteous devotion. He shows us for sure that true strength isn't just physical, it's deeply rooted in how fiercely you can love and serve others. All right, let's get into section 4. The epic battle of Lanka, a clash of ideals. This was not just a physical war between two kings, it was an epic, eternal collision between light and dark. Rama's path of righteousness, truth, and selflessness crashes head-on into Ravana's arrogance, deception, and pure selfishness. Now, Ravana was notoriously brilliant. He's actually often depicted with 10 heads just to symbolize his vast knowledge. But because his path lacked Dharma, his entire foundation was corrupt.
The Battle of Lanka is really the ultimate test of whether truth can truly conquer deception.
And here's a crucial takeaway. How you win matters just as much as the victory itself. After a fierce, devastating battle, Rama does defeat Ravana. But there's no gloating. There's no unnecessary cruelty. The victory is celebrated with absolute dignity and compassion. Rama ensures that even his fallen enemy is treated with appropriate respect. He holds on to his Dharma, even in the intoxicating moment of ultimate triumph.
Finally, Section 5, Timeless Echoes, Why the Ramayana Matters Today.
As Rama triumphantly returns to Ayodhya, bringing the light back to his kingdom, we really have to ask ourselves, how does this grand-scale ancient epic apply directly to us? Well, the Ramayana continues to inspire millions, precisely because its ancient lessons are lived out in very real, very modern actions. When parents patiently teach their kids right from wrong, when friends stand by each other in the darkest of times, or when leaders choose to act honestly instead of just hoarding power, that right there is Dharma in action. We actually face the exact same internal battles today that Prince Rama faced back then. Every single day, you and I are presented with eternal choices. Are we going to choose truth over a convenient falsehood? Will we choose compassion when hatred just feels so much easier? Will we find courage in the face of fear and choose our duty over our own selfishness? The Ramayana tells us that, yeah, these choices are incredibly difficult, but choosing the path of light is exactly what elevates the human spirit. So, we have to wonder, is the Ramayana just a cinematic historical epic? Or is it actually a blueprint for your own life? This story challenges you to use humility, duty, and courage to navigate your own personal exiles and the intense battles you have to fight every single day. Ultimately, the Ramayana is the journey every human being takes in the pursuit of goodness. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. As you head out and face the complexities of your own modern world, I want to leave you with this one thought. What is your Dharma in the battles you face today? And do you have the courage to actually choose it?